Yo guys, welcome back by another video on this channel. Another driver career. Last weekend we were in Spain. If you haven't seen that one, check it out before you see this one. Before I'm gonna spoiler what we got in Spain. I hope you have clicked away already, but it wasn't a good race, so we finished 19 if I'm correct. Only ahead of Charles Leclerc, who has a engine failure in that race. So terrible, but today we're in Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix, and it is my favorite circuit. So I hope we can do great, and maybe we finally can score some points, because we need it. We have the 5th car now on paper, and we need to make the best of it. And well, we didn't for now, so we have to do it. Yeah, but we're going into the weekend. We finished our training programs. We scored some R&D points, 4 upgrades, and of course a bit of driver acclaim. And we're heading into qualifying, into Q1. We're going to set our first lap time with 15 minutes on the clock. So we have to set ourselves up to Q3, I hope so, but first Q2. So we need a lap what is enough for the top 15. And that is what we're gonna try to do, of course. Sector 2 we're already in. No purple sector 1. And sector 1 I think is my best sector compared to the AI. But every lap I like to drive here. Yeah, it feels amazing, this car on this track. A bit of wheel spin if we in the exit of the hairpin, but not very bad there. Even good exit. Well, good straight line speed, I have to say. Going into the final chicane, and we take it good. We're gonna cross the line now for P5, and at the end of the session with 15 seconds on the clock we're going for another lap, because we're now only P12 and we don't want to take the risk to be outside the top 15 on my favorite track. And I think we can set a good lap time. Well, I don't know, we didn't get the track limit there, but maybe there was a corner cutting a bit. Purple sector 1, of course, as I said, it's my best sector compared to the AI. But in the beginning of sector 2 we loses some time, and we are gonna gain it back to almost 3/10 now, but I think we're already safe. And if I'm correct, it was the same set as our first run in Q1, so we can save some tires for Q2, Q3, maybe the race, but we don't want to use all of our tires already in Q1, and we lose this time in the final chicane, but it's enough for P13 eventually, so we're through to Q2. Bottas is up there in P6, he's also through. Sainz is the fastest, and let's head into Q2, and we're gonna see who's going into the top 10 of qualifying, and of course who can start in the top 10 in the race. Into Q2 we go with 12.5 minutes to go. We're going to begin our first lap here around Canada in Q2, and I hope I can reach the top 10, but also I hope Valtteri can reach the top 10, because that would be amazing for the team. We get a truck limit there, and I understand why, because yeah, we also said the purple sector one, not really good sector it was because of our track limit, so we've gained some time with that, I think, but we didn't have a deleted lap, so we're just gonna drive it out. That's how the game works. You're not gonna get fast deleted lap time, but we don't care for now. We just want to get up into the top 10, into Q2, into Q3, I have to say. And our final chicane is, I think it is okay. And if we're crossing the line, we're gonna set for now P2.
Okay, we've only got one
and the end of the session is P4, and we have set another time, but it wasn't a good lap time, and we're in P4, so we're through to Q3. And Bottas, he's in P10, he's also through, with not much, but he is through. In Q3 we go for our first lap time now, and we need a good lap time now, of course, because this is all what we need. I think we can get a top 5 starting position, and that would be amazing. And then I think we can score some points in this race, because all weekend long the car feels amazing, and we have to see what is going to happen in the race, of course. But now in qualifying we need to get ourselves up to the grid, and we brake a bit too late there into the hairpin, but it's not really terrible. And now Bottas is in P6, we can see. Perez set the fastest lap now, he's on professional pole position, but I don't think we're gonna be faster than that he was in his first lap. But for now it's enough for P5, and of course going out one more time at the end of the session. 10 seconds remaining as we're crossing the line, so we know what is our minimal position if we're at the end of our lap, because now of course the other drivers are gonna cross the line, and maybe they're faster than us, but I don't think so. We're in P5 and we can set our lap, of course, still, but everyone has crossed the line already, so a minimum of P5 we have, and it only can be better for now, and maybe we can go to the second of the row of or maybe the front row of this grid. We're 3/10 up on our time, because this is an amazing lap. I don't know if I can gain more time somewhere, and then into the chicane we go, and we lose some time there, and maybe that's gonna kill us. And as we cross the line, what is it gonna be? It's gonna be P2, and we're on the front row. So we've lost a lot of time in the last chicane, and we see that before the last chicane, if we just done it well and didn't lose a lot of time as that we did now, we will be on pole position. But second row is also amazing, and I didn't expect it to be this high up. Bottas in P8, also good, and I hope there's gonna be some points. Let's head into the race.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix.
The event first moved to the variant of this track back in 1978, and it was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Watson lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Norris, Bottas, Stroll, Verstappen, Ocon, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Albon, Sargent, Gasly, and Nick de Vries. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Oh my god. Sergio Perez has a penalty, so we're gonna start from pole position. For the first time we're on pole position in season 1. And if we look to the tires, we're on mediums now, and we're gonna do a mediums to softs. And the rest of the field is on hards. Well, the rest of the top 5 is on hards. I don't know what has the whole grid, but we have a tire advantage for now, and we're gonna set our car a little bit defensive, I think, because we want to block off Charles Leclerc when the lights go out. So we're waiting on the grid. We're the first man on the starting grid with Bottas in P7. Also crazy to think, with 2 cars ahead. 5 red lights, and it's now lights out, and away we go, and we have a great start. Charles Leclerc's a bad start. He's already lost a position to Russell and Hamilton, and our teammate Valtteri Bottas has an amazing start, and he's from P7 up to P4. He's almost up into the points, the podium positions, and maybe there's a podium for one of us, but I think the Mercedes are gonna be really fast, so it's gonna be really difficult for us to do something. And I think it's going to be hard to defend Russell, but for now we have remained the lead of this race. Not the best exit now, and Russell, I think he is going to try to overtake us, because of course he wants this lead of the race. He wants to win for Mercedes, to get his, I don't know, I think second race win, but I'm not sure about that. And he has more overspeed now, but we have the best engine on the grid still. And there, if you're there on the outside, you can't overtake. So we have a 1 second lead for now on Russell, but at the going to the hairpin again, Russell is in 1 second of us, I think. So I think he is gonna get some DRS. Bottas is now behind Charles Leclerc, but maybe he can fight him and get the position back what he has lost. But still, P1, P5 for Alfa Romeo for now is crazy, is really great, and I think we can score good points, but also Valtteri can score good points, and that will be amazing for the constructors. Because I don't think we can fight for the Drivers' Championship this season, in our rookie season. And we're going to lap 5, when Russell is 3 tenths behind, now 4 tenths, but he has also the fastest lap of the race for now. And where are mediums? Bottas is a medium, so we both have the tire advantage against the men who are on hards. And Russell again tries to overtake us on the outside of a chicane, and well, you can't overtake they are really good. So he has lost some time, and Leclerc and Bottas were fighting. And if we're going to lap 6, we see that Bottas is ahead of Charles Leclerc for now. And maybe Bottas can do something on Russell or Hamilton. And again he tries it on the outside of the final chicane, and again we have a 1 second lead for now. And if we go to the end of lap 7, we see some yellow flags, and that's because Logan Sargent is out of the session with an engine failure, and because we had some kind of wheel spin out of the chicane. Russell had a really bad exit because he has to save his car a bit and not drive into the back of my car, and he had a so terrible exit that Russell has lost position to his teammate Hamilton, and Russell is now in P4, P5. He is losing a lot of time, and our teammate is up to P3. We're using all the ERS we have, and that isn't well smart, and I think we have lost position to Hamilton, but maybe we can try to overtake him now, going into lap 9 already, but I don't think we can. So Hamilton is gonna leave the race, and I think he is gonna drive away because the Mercedes is faster than the car that I have and what Valtteri have. And Valtteri is now behind the P3, so it's now a double podium positions for Alfa Romeo. And we want to try to stay in the DRS of Lewis Hamilton to not lose a lot of time on the lead, and we're going to softs at the end of the race. So if we're close, maybe we can get going for the overtake for this win. But I think that's gonna be too much. And now Valtteri, we're side by side with him, and we're gonna let him by. We're gonna defend against Russell, I think, and we're gonna give Bottas the chance of the podium for him to score good points. So again, we're not gonna win from our teammates, I think, but the reason why is just too crazy. And Hamilton has boxed, and same as Leclerc, he also has boxed now, and it's a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo, and Bottas is already 3 seconds ahead, but that's also because I have to defend from Leclerc and Russell a bit. And Max Verstappen is now in P4, only 9 tenths behind me. And in lap 13 we wanted to box, but Valtteri is in, so we're gonna stay out for one more lap, and we're going for our normal strategy, what we wanted to do already at the beginning of this race. And we see that Hamilton is only 7 seconds behind, and he has already pit, of course, so I don't think we can win this race anymore, because if we box, we're more than 10 seconds behind, I think, on Hamilton, and we're gonna get undercut also by a lot of cars, maybe. But I think the gap to Valtteri is bigger than the 3 seconds it was when he came into the pits. But now Max Verstappen is behind us, so I don't hope that he is going to attack us. Well, I have to say, I hope he doesn't attack us. And we want to get that outside line. It's more, and we're gonna brake a bit too early, but we don't want to get a penalty now after where we are now. And we finally can score some points, and our stop is an optimal stop, and we need a good pit stop, and we get it. No problems with our pit stop, and that's amazing, and that's what we need. That's what, when we get out of this pits, you see we've been undercutted by a lot of cars, and well, we can stay ahead of Checo Perez, but he's in P11 and we're now in P10. So if we want to score good points, and then we have to overtake all of these guys. But Valtteri is now in P3, it's gonna be P2 after I think Hulkenberg has stopped what he is doing in this lap, and we're going to send it a bit. We're cutting the second corner of the chicane a bit. We're over the curb, but I don't care for now. We need to overtake, and we're going down the inside of PS3 in the hairpin, and we're up to P7 already with 10 more laps to go, and we still can get a top 5, and Tsunoda is now P3, and I think that maybe we still have a chance on a podium because our car is better than the AlphaTauri, and we're in softs, and I don't think Tsunoda is, and this wasn't that clean, and we're drifting through the corner, but sorry Alonso, we need to get up fast. Lap 18, DRS open, a bit of ERS. We don't have a lot of ERS, but we're trying to overtake Esteban Ocon, and we are past Esteban Ocon. And it's only 1.7 seconds to Leclerc. And I thought it will be hard to close up, but they were side by side through a lot of corners, and we're now behind, and we're gonna wait. And if they are gonna fight again, maybe we can overtake Leclerc or Tsunoda, or maybe both, and get ourselves up to the podium positions. We're using our DRS because we have it, and they are so much on the inside, and we didn't want to overtake them, but we have to go for it, and we're past both the cars. What an amazing! We're up to P3 with the fastest lap, and Leclerc wants to overtake us, but he can't, and he's now side by side with Esteban Ocon, and I think Esteban Ocon is ahead of him. But going into the final lap, we're still in P3 with the fastest lap with 2.8 seconds to Leclerc, with a bit of wheel spin, I think, there out of the corner. But this can't. I don't know how we have done this, but Bottas in P2, we're in P3, so it's gonna be a double podium for Alfa Romeo if everything's go fine in this final lap. And it's amazing what we have done here today, and finally we can score some points, but not only points, but even our first podium on my favorite circuit. And this is why this is my favorite circuit. I already liked it because of all things that I have done outside of this career in Canada, and today again we're gonna set a great result in Canada to get ourselves into P3, going to the podium for the first time of my career in this game. And we're crossing the line, and it's done, it's over the race. We have secured P3 with the fastest lap, 16 points. We had 1 point before this weekend, and now we have 17. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I want to know if that was as easy as it looked. An absolute masterclass today.
Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
We
Let's
were
have a quick
shaking
look at
hands
how
with
the
Lewis
drivers'
Hamilton
standings
and
have
Valtteri
changed.
Bottas.
Sergio Perez takes
And
the position of points leader
amazing
in
result
the
for the
Drivers'
team, of course.
Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the
And
day. Natalie
yeah,
Pinkham.
I don't
Come
know
on,
what to
who do you
say
pick?
from
It's
this.
got to be Lewis
I hope we
Hamilton. I mean, he
can
pulled
get
off
this
some
line
impressive feats out there on
well
track today,
that we can
even by
score.
his high standards.
Next
It's
race
time to
weekend
check
in
out the
Austria, our
constructors'
first sprint
standings.
race. It's
It was
gonna
a tough
be
race
of
for our
the
championship leaders
season.
who lose ground
And
at the top of the table.
I hope we
Another
can score
team that will be
again,
satisfied
can
with
score
this Grand
good
Prix
points.
is Alfa Romeo,
We're up to
whose good
P11 in the
result
drivers
moves them
and we're
further
now
up
in
the championship.
P4 in the
I'm
constructors,
equal
ahead
parts
of Aston
exhausted
Martin.
and elated with this weekend of Formula One.
And
So be sure to join us
yeah,
for the
this
next
is
one.
crazy. I don't know how we have done this, but P2, P3, I don't think it's gonna be better for Alfa Romeo this season. And yeah, it's crazy. Well, I hope we can get good points in every race from now on. But if you enjoyed this one, leave a like and subscribe to our channel, and I see you guys in the next video. And I don't think it's gonna be better than this one, but I hope you're still watching for now and next video. Goodbye.